Lunar New Year event has begun, and today I'm going to show you the top 3 event armies, no matter what town hall you are, to get 3 stars. And the first army of the video shouldn't be of surprise to anyone, is the Root Riders with the Firecrackers. Now obviously you can only use this if you're town hall 15 and higher with the Root Riders. At the lower levels you can try it with Yetis, but then you're going to have to bring a few jump spells. But probably can work, honestly. But yeah, no surprise this army is going to be strong. Now in terms of hero equipment, you saw there, no snake bracelet on the king. Everything is level 18, by the way. I put the cap on level 18 for this attack. I would love to be able to use the snake bracelet with this, and you can if you want. It's just the spiky ball and the earthquake boots are so strong when you want to get an opener like this. We've cleared a huge chunk of base here and dealt with the CC, and now we can come in with the siege barracks to funnel, and then the firecrackers and the root riders. Now the firecrackers and the root riders don't have as good a synergy as the Valks do, because look, they're very spread out from each other. But I think they're just as strong, honestly. The firecrackers do so much damage. They just sit back and have the time of their life doing all the splash damage. We'll use 1 overgrowth in the center. You can bring 2 overgrowths with this army if you really want. I think 1 is more than enough. We use the skeleton spell. You've got 1 in this army. Essentially use it to either distract monoliths or single infernos. There was a single inferno and a couple of heroes on the bottom here, so I decided to use that. The Valks have come out of the CC. I recommend 6 Valks, 2 Gobs in your CC at Town Hall 16. By the way, all the attacks are going to be on Town Hall 16 today. Sorry about that. Some of it is out of my control, but you still get a pretty good idea of what's strong, because Town Hall 16 and Town Hall 17, the meta's not really that different. Now the firecrackers are taking out the town hall here, and look, they nearly outrange the town hall. Not quite, the town hall is being tanked by the hogs, but still, they're just sitting there doing so much damage, and look at how many troops are up all over the battlefield here. Completely wrecked. This army is going to be strong. Town Hall 15, 16, 17, you name it. Really strong attack strategy, and yeah, it is the best army with the firecracker. There's no real other army in the game that maximizes the firecracker as good as this. And like I said, if you're at the lower town halls, use the Yetis in front. Bunch of jump spells, a log launcher, and the firecrackers can sit behind. Now we're going to move over to the snake barrel, and we're going to do the Warden charge with it. So I use an archer to tank, and have a look at this. So you can use the snake barrel to help take down the mortar. The snakes, they can jump walls. So even if your snake barrel doesn't make it, get that mortar down. You normally have to use 2 rocket balloons to get that mortar down, but with the snake barrel, 1 of them is just enough. So really good save on troop space with that one. So we got the Warden charge down the bottom. Now I know we've all seen plenty of these before, so we'll move through it as quickly as possible. But have a look at this army comp. So we have 20 snake barrels. That is so many, and you're going to get so much value with it. So redirecting the fireball. My fireball for this army is level 20, because you need level 20 to finish off the CC. So I guess I did technically lie earlier with everything being level 18. Level 20 though, you don't need any more Starry Ore than level 18, and Starry Ore is obviously the biggest problem for all of us. You can see the rest of the epic equipment is at level 18. So we've got the Warden going into the middle. Obviously, this is an excellent start to the attack. We've gotten a lot of value. Look at how close this gets, by the way, to getting the mortar down. It was a little upsetting here. Yeah, sadness. But we got the Warden in the center. Not going for the town hall, unfortunately. Now, I realize at this point that I probably shouldn't try and nail this attack. I just want to, you know, kind of mess up from here on to show you how strong the snake barrels are at finishing the base, because it is unreal. Now you can see here, snake barrels are not very good versus the town hall, not very good versus multi-infernos at all, really. The multi-infernos very much just rip them to shreds because they don't have lots of hit points. So with them, you kind of want to use them in areas of the base where there's not multi-infernos. Every other defense in the game, it's pretty good up against. So the Queen's going to stand on the Town Hall Poison, which is beautiful. So her ability gets wasted. The Warden goes down. I swagged a freeze spell on that. And this looks like a fail at this point. There is a lot of base up. There's not many major defenses up, but there's just a lot of individual defenses. We got the Valks coming. And look at this. I just spam all the snake barrels on the top side of the base. What, there'll be about 15 of them, because I used a few on the town hall. Then the RC on the left side. But have a look at this. Now, the snakes do not target just defenses. They target everything. The barrels target defenses. The snakes target anything. But look, this is unreal. They're just running around the base. Now, the wizard towers did seem to do a lot of work to the snake barrel, so keep that in mind, but this is ridiculous. This is preposterous. Look at all these snakes on the base running across it, and watching all these snake barrels overwhelm the base gave me an idea for what I think is the best event army. You guessed it, we're going to come in with mass snake barrels. So we're going to do king and queen together. Their job is to get a major target down, and major targets, particularly with this army, include the town hall. So if you can get the town hall, absolutely go for it. But multi-infernos, defensive heroes, spell towers, you want to trip as many of them as possible with your hero dive. So I'm going to get the town hall and the poison tower here, which is nice. So king ability will go off any second. Beautifully done. Obviously, earthquake boots and spiky ball aren't as strong as before. I am running, you know, level 18 of each, so not really surprising there that you're not taking down as many defenses, but still, nice start to the attack, and it's still a really good combination. I'm going to use a snake barrel to finish it off. We use the poison spell and then freeze for that, just to make sure we deal with the CC. Then I'm going to use a siege barracks to funnel, and now we're just spamming in these snake barrels. Now, the warden's obviously going to get targeted until there's a bunch of skeletons. Snakes, sorry. That's fine. And then we pop the warden ability, probably slightly too early, but you do want to pop it early. And we're just spamming across the base. We're going to use an overgrowth spell on any major targets, particularly the eagle artillery is a problem with this attack strategy. And then we're just spamming down freezes and skeleton spells. We want to tank as many defenses as possible. And what I love about this is, I mean, the snakes just tank for the Royal Champion beautifully, and the Royal Champion, even with the nerfed Electro Boots, is doing a lot of damage. Defensive skeletons aren't really doing a whole lot. It did save a couple of snake barrels just to sneak them in on the back end of the base, just to make sure we've got tanking coming from all angles. And look at this. This is unreal. I couldn't believe this. Just running across the base, overwhelming it with snakes. And the good thing about snakes, they jump walls. So we don't need jump spells with this. The Royal Champion is going to do lots of good work. She gets into the center. We are out of spells at this point, but she's still got her ability because she's got infinite tanking. We use the hog puppet. Those hogs are tanking. The rage gem is awesome in this army, and that is a 3-star attack. This army is ridiculous, and it's heaps of fun, and that's the point of the event troops, right? To have lots of fun with them. They're only in the game for 3 weeks, so make sure you make the most of this army. I certainly am going to be using it.